everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Always Something with Dilly. I'm your host, Dilly, if you couldn't have guessed it. Welcome. You've come to the right place. If you're a person who likes shitty references, you've come to the right place. If you're a person who likes shitty tastes, you've come to the right place. If you're a person that loves shitty takes on things, perhaps, I kind of have those every once in a while, I'm Dilly. If you haven't met me, if you haven't listened to me, if you haven't watched me, good. You shouldn't be watching me. That's rude, and I'll have you arrested for that. I'm Dilly. It's nice to meet you. This is Always Something. It's the new podcast. It's not the Dilly Show. It's not even a show. It's just Always Something. That's what I'm here to do. Something. Always, every week on the week. All right, so enough chit-chatting. I think I've had enough of this chit-chat stuff. It's nice knowing you, but let's get into the show, shall we?
Gonna taste my venom. I got that venom.
All right, the first thing I'm going to be talking about today is the new Venom movie, Let There Be Carnage. Let me preface the story by saying I love Venom. Not even the movie, the character. Anytime Venom has been in anything, I have gobbled it up because I fucking love Venom. I think this all started with Ultimate Spider-Man, which was a PS2 game back in the fucking early 2000s, maybe mid-2000s. No, not even. It would have been early. It would have been like 2004? I'm looking this shit up. Hold on. Came out in 2005. I was close enough. I'll take that. I loved Venom since then because in that game you got to play as Venom. And that was like my first introduction to Venom because I wasn't even 4 years old when that game came out. Venom has always been the coolest fucking thing. So you imagine when they casted Tom Hardy, who I fucking love, and he's a great actor. He's a beautiful man and he has such a sexy voice. You could have imagined that I was pretty pumped about the first Venom movie. And I was. Slightly let down, but still pretty pleased with how it turned out. Kind of. Venom 2 is my same, the same things that I don't like about the original Venom, I hate about Venom 2. Like, I didn't watch the original Venom anytime recently. The only time, I remember the first time I watched it. It was the fucking best. It was my first time doing edibles that day. And I went to the movie theater and watched Venom. And that was fucking awesome. That was a great fucking movie to watch in the theaters. High on edibles for the first time. Fun times were had. I was fucking out of it the whole time. And anytime Venom did anything, I shat myself because it was so fucking cool. And I've always been a Venom mark. I love Venom. So when that movie came out, I was happy about it. But the things I didn't like about that one that I hate more about this one is I can't stand a Venom movie without blood. I can't stand a Venom movie without proper violence being shown on the screen because that's literally Venom's entire point. He likes doing brutal things. He's a very brutal kind of guy. Like, the fucking pseudo-violence in the Venom movies, it grinds my fucking gears. I can't stand it because I want Venom to bite someone's head off and them just like squirm around in a bloody fucking mess. But that doesn't happen in these movies. That's the shitty thing. People get their heads bitten off, but there's no blood, which makes a whole lot of sense because I'd imagine, if you get your fucking head bit off, you're probably not going to bleed. Why am I just talking about the violence in this movie? I don't know. It's just because the movie lacks it and it hurt. I haven't even really talked about the movie. This isn't a fucking review because don't expect me to do that shit on the fly. I can't do that. But it was an okay movie. That Venom 1 was a good movie. Venom 2 was pretty fucking iffy if you ask me. It wasn't terrible. It could have been a lot worse. It's just, there's a lot of things I didn't like about it, other than the lack of proper, good old-fashioned bloody violence. A couple things were good, a couple things were bad. There were some pros and cons. Woody Harrelson was fucking incredible. And I didn't expect it. I was expecting this movie to be terrible just because Woody Harrelson. And don't get me wrong, I fucking love Woody Harrelson. Natural Born Killers, he's fucking incredible in that. Zombieland's a fucking, like, my favorite movie of all time, practically. Woody Harrelson is great. I love every single thing about Woody Harrelson. But when he was cast as Cletus Cassidy, fucking Carnage himself, I've been waiting years to see a movie carnation of Carnage. He's never been in a movie up until this fucking point. I was balling up all of this fucking excitement that I had about the idea of Carnage being in a movie. And then when Woody Harrelson got cast, I was understandably a little scared with what was going to happen with Carnage. And a lot of the things that, well, okay, I love Woody Harrelson, right? I didn't really love Carnage. I didn't. I was kind of really let down by Carnage, if I'm being entirely honest. I was expecting it to be great. And it was not really great. Tom Hardy was very mediocre in this one. And, okay, when I was watching this movie, I thought whoever wrote this fucking movie, whoever directed this fucking movie, didn't know what they were doing. That whole time I was just thinking, no. That's like, it's so different. And I knew it was a different person from fucking the first one. I'm going to look it up who it was. Because I'm almost positive, yeah, the writer of this movie was Tom Hardy. He wrote this fucking thing. I remembered seeing that in the credits, and I thought it was fucking odd, because I hated the writing in this movie, especially for Tom Hardy. Like, Venom in this movie was too fucking... It's trying too hard to be funny. It's trying to be a funny teen movie, kind of, essentially. It's not made for any other audience. It's not made for kids. It's not made for people who love Venom, because they didn't do it right. Like, Eddie Brock's not supposed to be a good guy. He's not. He's a villain. He hates Spider-Man. Oh, and we'll get to that. You hold your fucking horses, because we'll get to that. But, I don't know. Venom, it doesn't work. The first movie was okay. This movie was okay. It got a 59 on Rotten Tomatoes, though, which isn't really surprising, because it was okay. It was no better than okay. I think they kind of butchered it. They got to do something good for the third Venom movie to make up for it. And I don't even think there's going to be a third Venom movie. I think something else is going to happen. And I'll get to that in a bit when I talk about Spider-Man. But, Venom 2. Let There Be Carnage. It wasn't great. Maybe I should have went to the theaters high on edibles when I watched it. I didn't. I did it. I'm going to cut that out. I hope to God I remember to cut that out. Anyways, it was okay. It was fine. Just not a good movie. I might watch it again at some point. But not for a while. I'm going to let distance makes the heart grow fonder. What's the term? It's not distance makes the heart grow fonder. It's something. I don't know my fucking sayings, people. Anyway, Venom was okay. Let's go on to the next thing. Oh, hey, here we are, about to talk about Spider-Man, of course. We talked about Venom, now it's time to talk about Spider-Man. Now, there's a reason that I waited until now to mention this, but at the end of Venom, there was a scene where Tom Hardy's Venom, he went to an island. He got away. And then, all of a sudden, Venom showed Tom Hardy's character, Eddie Brock, that he can do some freaky shit with his head. And, like, they teased that he left to go to a different universe. And then, all of a sudden, he's watching TV. J. Jonah Jameson's there talking about Spider-Man. Venom and Spider-Man. That's what I'm talking about. So, here's my thing. I talked about how Venom 2 wasn't great. And how I think that for the third one, they need to do it big. Then I said, I don't really think they're going to do a third one. Because what I think is going to happen, they haven't shown it in what I'm about to show you. Or what I'm about to watch with you. Which is the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. They didn't show Venom. Okay? I'm a little upset that they didn't show Venom. But I feel like they're going to swerve us and Venom's going to be in this movie. I might be wrong. Maybe he's not. Maybe not. But it would be fucking cool if he was. There's a few people that I know are going to be in this movie that aren't in the trailer either. And we're going to get into that. Let's do this right now. We're about to watch the Spider-Man No Way Home official trailer. So ladies and gentlemen, strap down, grab your popcorn. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. Oh, I'm going to be pausing this a lot, just letting you know.
Ever since I got bit by that spider.
He got bit by a spider. This is the first time they've confirmed it.
I've only had 1 week where my life has felt normal.
They're on a bridge.
That was when you found out.
He's Skyping. They totally took their genitals out right then. Oh, fuck. Hold on.
We started getting some visitors.
Colombia. Okay, I don't care about Doctor Strange. Not gonna lie, not my cup of tea.
From every universe.
Willem Dafoe, baby.
Hello, Peter.
Yeah, buddy. And
You're not Peter
Peter.
Parker.
I fucking love that Alfred Molina is in this movie. I fucking love him so much. He is the best. Dr. Octopus is my shit.
Wait, no, seriously, what's your actual name?
There are others out there. We need to send them back. So, Scooby-Doo this crap.
You know,
I hate
this is
that.
kinda
I
your
hate that
mess.
so
I know
much.
a couple of magic words myself.
Okay, one thing. Two things. A few things. He said, you're not the real Peter Parker. Because Tobey Maguire is totally in this fucking movie. Also, look at his fucking arms, right? Iron Man. Tony Stark made those for him. That's going to be a part of this movie. A lot of people might not notice that, but that is a thing. Tony Stark, I think it was in one of the comics, I could be wrong, he made Otto Octavius' arms, like his little octopus arms. So, there's going to be some Tony Stark revenge, violent stuff. Because Tony Stark is Spider-Man's dad. Here we go.
Starting with the word please.
Please.
Electro.
Scooby-Doo this crap. You're flying out into the dark.
I fucking hate Zendaya. She is the worst incarnation of Mary Jane I have ever seen, and I fucking hate her so much.
To fight ghosts.
I like the Asian dude, though.
They all die.
I don't like Doctor Strange. He's so fucking boring.
Their fate.
That was J. Joma. J. Joma? J. Jonah. I'm not a mark. There's so much going on, and I love it, but this movie revolves too much about round Doctor Strange. I don't care about him. That's the only thing I don't care about in this fucking movie. When is the thing? Oh, here it comes. Electro. I don't know why they made him look different, but they did. Okay, here it comes. I think.
Can't save everyone.
Oh, Green Goblin, baby. Okay, here it comes. They showed all the villains. Okay, watch Lizard. Oh, did they cut it out?
What's happening?
She fell. I wish she just died. I know she's not gonna, but I wish she would. I hate her so much. Anyway, that was the No Way Home trailer. Yeah. So, lots of shit going on there. I thought there was a part in it, and I've seen it online. They might have not released it in this part, but there was a scene of Lizard getting hit in midair. And, like, I don't know why it wasn't there. I've seen videos of it. It might be fake. But a lot of people were speculating that they removed something. Like someone. Like one of the other two Spider-Men that are going to be in this fucking movie. I don't know. I'm kind of excited for this movie. But it revolves around Doctor Strange. Like, too much. And I fucking can't stand Doctor Strange. I can't stand Zendaya. There's a lot of things in this movie I'm going to love. There's a lot of things in that movie I'm going to hate. So, I'm going to be there for it. I'll go see it in theaters. Fuck yeah. Gonna take edibles and go to the theater and watch Spider-Man. All right, let's go to the next thing. Yes, here we are again, about to watch something else. I don't know why I planned 2 watching shit segments for this podcast, but I did, and that's what we're gonna do. I am on video on Spotify though, so like that's cool. You can see my face on Spotify now too. Like, what the fuck? That's cool. I'm happy I did that. I'm happy that's a thing. But anyway, here we are. We're about to watch the WWE 2K20 hit list trailer. It just came out like today, and I've watched a bit of it. I haven't finished it yet, and I want to watch through it because there's a lot of things I'm pretty iffy about, and we're just going to get into this shit. Rey Mysterio, my man. We said we'd have more updates in January, but we couldn't wait. Thanks, developers. Rey looks cool. Ricochet. I don't know why they include him in the trailer. They don't include him in TV. Goldberg! Okay. Redesigned gameplay engine. Interesting. I am a little bit worried because they show a bit of gameplay here and it doesn't look great.
Just a mirage from Copenhagen.
I don't like that gameplay. New controls. I'm a little iffy on that too because, okay, triangle's the reversal button. I'm used to R2 being the reversal button. Triangle's not a good fucking reversal button. What else did they change here? Running's the same. R2 does finishers, signatures, paybacks, and submissions. That's a lot of shit. Pinning is down on the D-pad, which is interesting because that's how it used to be in the SmackDown vs. Raw era. You can do light attacks and heavy attacks in this one, which is new, and I don't know how I feel about that. Circle's the grapple. I don't know how I feel about the controls, but stunning graphics. It does look pretty good. Immersive presentation. Okay. 2K Showcase. It's about Rey, which is fine. I like Rey. He deserves one of these. The 06 Rumble better be in there. My GM. Okay. They announced it. GM mode is back in the WWE video games, and I'm so fucking pumped. Because everybody, for years, has wanted GM mode to come back. And it looks okay. It looks super modern, but it looks cool. I haven't really looked at this screen yet. There's bruisers and fighters. Okay, so those are the classes. That's interesting. They all have roles. Some of them are faces and heels, and they have their own little icons. That's cute. They cost money. Roman Reigns only costs $267,000 for Roman Reigns. While you can just go on Cameo and get a Sting cameo for $500. No bullshit. Anyway, it just looks like universe mode, but like I'm hoping it's more player friendly. My faction's also a new thing. I don't know what that's all about. I don't really care. Probably never gonna use that. This is just the my career. There's a lot of people in there that are new. Fuck. Creation Suite, as always. Oh, that's a big boy. Jesus. Drew's face looks a little fucked, but it's okay. Goldberg, of course. My man. Mr. Bill. It hits different. Full details to come starting January. I don't know when this game comes out, but I'm pretty sure it's one of the earlier months, which is fucking dumb. Because like every year since forever, it's come out like around Christmas time. I only know this because I used to get it for my birthday every year because it used to come out in late November, which is like my birthday month. It looks good. It looks okay. I'm excited for a new wrestling game. I'm hoping it's not as bad as 2K20. The new engine. Don't know how I feel about the new engine, but it's definitely there. Not super excited about that, not gonna lie. But oh well, I'll get used to it and it'll be okay. I look forward to doing videos on this game when it comes out, but I don't know when that's gonna be. But until then, I guess, let's go to the next thing!
Every day I'm shuffling.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Shuffle segment. It is the segment where I tell you about different songs that I like and tell you why you should listen to them right now. Now, thankfully, because we're on Spotify, I have also made a Shuffle playlist. So if you don't want to seek the songs out yourself, just seek out the Shuffle playlist. It's going to be updated every week with 5 brand new songs that you've probably never heard that are going to make your day good. So let's start off with the very first song on the very first Shuffle of the Always Something podcast. Number 1, Why'd You Only Call Me When You're High by Arctic Monkeys. I recently started an Arctic Monkeys binge, which is odd because they haven't been relevant since like 2015. But here's the thing. In 2015, I didn't care about them. Because here's what happens. When music is relevant, I don't care about it. When it becomes irrelevant, that's when I start liking it. Why? I don't know. I think it's just something to do with my tastes changing and maybe some sense of nostalgia, perhaps, sometimes. Not really nostalgia for fucking Arctic Monkeys, because 2015 sucked, because I was in high school, and I don't miss high school. Why'd You Only Call Me When You're High is a great song. It's such a chill beat. Arctic Monkeys are fucking great for chill beats, and that's why I've been going on a fucking binge of them lately, looking for chill beats, and they make chill beats. The vocals are really kick-ass. The fucking bass is always kick-ass in Arctic Monkeys. They're a great band, and Why'd You Only Call Me When You're High is a great song. I can't do it justice with words, so go check it out. Next, we got Echo Beach by Martha and the Muffins. What a great band name. Great song as well. Super, like, 80s ballad. I think this was an 80s song. We'll say it was an 80s song, and I'm probably right, because it sounds very 80s. Great song. Very chill. Good vocals, as always. I love good vocals. If a song doesn't have good vocals, I'm not there for it. I don't like Screamo, unless it's, like, Slipknot. I don't like country, because their voices are too shit. But I like Echo Beach. I like her vocals. She sounds very nice. Echo Beach. Chill. Go listen to it right now. Next is My Iron Lung by Radiohead. Radiohead is a band I never really got into. I never really cared for them. I was more of a Nirvana type of guy. But I ended up coming around to my senses. Same way I did with Beatles. I never liked Beatles either. And I kind of came around and was like, ooh, I love the Beatles. Ooh, I love Radiohead. And I love My Iron Lung. Fucking great song off of OK Android? Or Paranoid Android. That's what it was. Paranoid Android. Great fucking album, too. Lots of good songs on that fucking album. Go listen to My Iron Lung and you'll see what I'm talking about. Speaking of the Beatles, here is another one. It's Got My Mind Set on You by George Harrison, who of course was in the Beatles. I remember the first time I heard the song, it was on the radio, and I thought it was a Beatles song because it sounded like the vocalist from the Beatles. One of them anyway, and it was. It's George Harrison. His shit is incredible. I've only listened to like a few of his songs. This is one of them. I love this song. It's so good. It's like Beatles met Wham. You know, I don't know if that's a good comparison, but it's good. It's good. It's very, very good. Go listen to it right now, or else. And last but not least is New Year's Day by U2. U2 is fucking something. I personally think they're extremely overrated, but that doesn't mean they haven't had good songs. U2 has had some good songs, and New Year's Day is currently my favorite of those. It's just everything about it. I feel like I'm watching like a shitty 90s cop show. Like, it sounds like the theme to a shitty 90s cop show. And that's why I love it. I love it because it's almost shit, but also really good, really catchy, really chill. I love chill music because I'm always chilling. Because my name is Dilly. Legally. Anyway, New Year's Day, great fucking song. Go listen to it, and go listen to the other songs that I've mentioned on the Shuffle playlist right now. Let's go on to the next thing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event of the evening. Already, here we are. And we're talking about Grand Theft Auto, the Definitive Edition. Oh my God. This game has received a ton of backlash since it came out. And I'm here to say, I love it. I love the GTA remasters. I love San Andreas. I love Vice City. I love GTA 3. I love the fucking definitive edition of these games. Holy shit. I've been playing the shit out of them for the last, since it came out, which has been about a week now. I've been playing them every day. Mostly San Andreas, I will say that, but I've almost beat the story. I love GTA. I loved it when they announced they're doing remasters. And then as soon as they came out, everyone's like, oh, there's glitches. Oh, the game's broken. Oh, this. Oh, that. If I go into review mode when I'm on a fucking four-wheeler, when I'm in first person, it shows my face. This game sucks. Really stupid, minuscule shit people are complaining about, and it's pissing me off every time I hear it. There's bugs. Yep. But it's funny as shit. The bugs are part of the experience of these games, I feel. In my heart and in my soul, that's what I feel. I don't care that this game has bugs, because the bugs make it like 1,000 times funnier. Like, I understand some people being like super fucking perfectionists over games. It can't be broken. It has to be a good game because they're so used to playing all these new good games. Listen up, fucko. Have you played the original GTA San Andreas? No, clearly you haven't. Because if you did, you'd understand why the remasters are okay. The game was never top notch to begin with in the way a lot of people complaining about it anyway. Like, people are critiquing shit that probably would have been a problem in the original game as well. Like, I'm sure a lot of the bugs are new. Like, there's a lot of the old bugs got taken out, but there's a lot of new ones. It's not that bad, folks. Everybody has been shitting on it. I haven't seen a single person talk goodly about it. And now, I know. Listen. I know the PC launch was bad. I didn't buy it on the fucking PC, so that's why I love it. If I bought it on the PC, I'd be pissed right now. But I bought it on PlayStation, and it's been fucking wonderful. Because you don't buy games like that on your PC. You just don't. I'm not a PC gamer. A lot of people are. I'm not one of those people. I'm a PlayStation guy. I play the occasional PC game, but not often. Not often at all. And I know the launch was iffy on the PC. I know it got taken down. It got fucking stripped from the store. I don't give a fuck. Okay? It doesn't matter. Because here's the thing. A lot of these people who complain about it. Like, let's take Muda, for example. Some ordinary gamer. He beat the shit out of this game. Even though this dude is all about the preservation of old games. He's all about emulation. He's all about... You'd figure a guy like him would be all over the idea of the San Andreas remake. And the San Andreas Vice City. And not San Andreas Vice City. San Andreas Vice City. GTA 3. You figured he'd be all over it. And a lot of people should be all over it because... the odds that Rockstar would have even made this fucking thing to begin with, actually given a shit to update their old game, like, the odds of that ever happening were slim. Because Rockstar's not very good with that kind of shit. They're too worried with GTA 5, they're too worried with Red Dead Redemption, that's all they fucking care about. And it's pathetic. They gave a shit enough to put out the definitive edition released. And nobody gave a fuck. What if they just never did it? Would you rather them have never did it than for them to have done it and it be bad? Like, that's the only thing I can really think of. Like, don't be pissed because it's shit. Be happy because it came out. The odds of this thing, like, 10 years ago. Maybe not 10 years ago. Let's go, 10 years ago. Who would have thought that in 2021 they would have put out super high-def versions of San Andreas, Vice City, and GTA 3. Nobody would have thought that. There's no way that was ever going to happen, realistically. But they did it. And it looks good. I love it. It looks good, okay? That's all I care about. When I'm riding down a bike, when I'm riding down a road on a bike, and everything around me looks good, and it's San Andreas, the ballas are high-def, I don't give a fuck. Like, sure, a lot of people do shit on the models as well. They shit on the faces looking terrible. They shit on the models looking terrible. Here's the thing. The models were fucking shit in the original games too. Like, they didn't look good in the old games. They look great now in comparison, but people are still complaining about it. Like, I know a lot of them look bad. because they're mostly based on the original models. Like, you can't win everything. It couldn't have been a perfect game. There was gonna be its flaws, and I knew that going into it. So I wasn't too butthurt when I found out, ooh, there's bugs, or ooh, that person looks terrible, or ooh, the mechanics aren't amazing. Even though a lot of the mechanics were updated too. The driving mechanics are fucking incredible in this game. Unless you roll your car over, then you're fucked. And it'll skid a lot. I've noticed that. There's a few things that I've noticed. And like, at the same time, I don't really care. I let it go because I'm happy it exists. I'm a grateful man. That's it. I'm grateful. Although, I will say, one thing that kind of irked me about the game immediately is that it didn't seem play-tested. It seemed like they updated the game, Rockstar, of course. It seemed like they didn't really try it. It seems like they just kind of did it and put it out. And like, it kind of shows in a lot of areas. For example, there's one bridge in the game that is necessary to get from place to place unless you use the jetpack cheat. And here's the thing. It isn't there most of the time. Sometimes it'll clip in, sometimes it won't. It's not great. That's just a thing. You know? It doesn't seem play tested. Because there's a point in a mission where the minimap tells you to go this way over this bridge. And I remember getting to that point and realizing there's no bridge there. And I just fell in the water. But little did I know, the bridge is still there. It's just invisible, and I just went somewhere else that wasn't the bridge. So it was my own fault. It was user error. But I noticed that, and I didn't like that. And it wasn't great, but beggars can't be choosers. And a lot of people are. A lot of people are just way too picky nowadays. Things have to be to the highest of qualities, otherwise they'll shit on it. And I'm usually that way about certain things, but when it comes to GTA, I don't care. Those games were my childhood. San Andreas was my shit when I was a kid, and I'm over here replaying it now, and I never beat it as a kid, and I'm like beating it now, and it's so fucking cool. I just love it. I love it so much. And I hate that people are shitting on it constantly, so stop. Just enjoy it. You can enjoy things every once in a while, and this should be one of them. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the show. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, do things. Go to my Instagram at King Controversy. Like this video podcast wherever you are. If you're on Spotify, like it. Subscribe on Spotify so you can get this every week on the week. Subscribe on YouTube. Like this video on YouTube. Comment on this video on YouTube. Share with all your friends. Tell your friends, hey, Dilly's doing something new. So go check it out. Ladies and gentlemen, the first episode has been terrible, and I have been your host, Dilly. Goodbye.